You do not trust yourself. Making the daily choices for yourself seems impossible. You are all over the place. You don't know who you are anymore. You can't tell right from left. You feel completely lost. Mind, body, soul, financially, relationships, everything. You'll feel like you live on another planet, not planet Earth anymore. You are still unsure if narcissistic abuse is the devil or not. Family or friends don't recognize who you are anymore. You have lost so much weight. You have gained so much weight. You let your home just go undone. You don't know what to do with yourself. You have problems with everything, sometimes even the law. You feel like you're living in a war zone. You trust no one. You don't even feel safe anymore. You have nightmares. You can't stand the way you feel in your own body, your own skin. You are completely paranoid. You don't know if you're coming or going. Life for you is just miserable. This is what is going on, you guys. You feel like you need help to make basic decisions. Basic decisions. You are anxiety-ridden, panic attacks. You feel broken. You are completely lost. You don't recognize yourself in the mirror at all. You are totally suffering from the inside out. Your thoughts are all over the place. Most of the time, suicidal. You feel like you have completely lost your shit. Let's just be real. You're highly traumatic. It's also called hypervigilant. You see, you're suffering from PTSD or CPTSD. It's hell on earth. This is what is going on for people who are suffering from PTSD. This is what is happening, you guys. And as long as you're waking up next to these type of individuals, this is going to continue happening to you. It's hell on earth. You are trauma bonded, you are trapped, and you are traumatized. The 3 T's. This is what's going on. You have to cut these individuals completely from your life, so your life could be worth living again. Because if you don't, these things are going to continue to happen. The fog will remain. It will not clear as long as you are still affiliated with people, or shall I say creatures, who are like this. Y'all, PTSD is a real thing. You guys, listen, when I suffered through narcissistic abuse, when it was over, y'all, listen, if I heard a pin drop, I was ready to jump out of my skin. Y'all, no loud noises. You know, some people tell me they can't listen to loud music anymore. Slamming doors, they can't take it. People are chain smokers. Y'all, this is serious. It's a big deal. And it's real. PTSD is real. No lie, you guys. Y'all, I would hear a pin drop and want to jump out of my skin. It didn't make sense. You will trust no one for a very long time. And the longer you keep these individuals in your life, these things are going to continue happening to you. Y'all, PTSD is actually real. It's a real thing. You will be very, very, very hypervigilant. You will side-eye everyone, even when this person isn't doing you anything. These narcissists leave you traumatized. And the longer you keep them around, the worse it gets. The longer you stay with them, the harder it is to break the bond. But PTSD, y'all, it stays around. It lingers. And your life is worth getting back to. This is why it's so very serious to cut them completely off from your life. People have all these excuses about why they still talk to the narcissist, why they still deal with the narcissist, for all these different reasons. Y'all, let me tell you something. I sympathize and I empathize with all of you who still feel you have to deal with the narcissist. But listen, not a chance in hell. I don't care what we have together. You guys, when something like this is causing you a lifetime trauma, y'all, sometimes it's completely detrimental. People have heart attacks, autoimmune diseases, all type of things transpires from going through narcissistic abuse. The longer you stay, the harsher it is to get rid of some of these things. And sometimes some of these things don't go away at all, especially when you get sick physically. I'm trying to talk to you. It's not to be played with. Don't make an excuse because you're still in your feelings over the narcissist. Don't make an excuse for evil. Cut them off. Do whatever you have to do. Y'all, let me tell you something. I'm trying to talk to you. I'm here for one reason and one real reason only. And that is to get survivors to cut narcissists completely out of their life. That's my whole thing. This is why I always tell y'all in the comments, I'm here for the long haul. Because throughout this journey, what I would like to see is people get strong enough to cut narcissists completely off without any excuses, not caring what it is. Cut them off. There's nothing else you can do. There's no other answers. Cut them off. PTSD is real. You guys, listen, people catch all types of diseases. People have problems with their bodies. Y'all, and don't talk about when you start getting these, when you start being jumpy for every little thing. Y'all, you will jump out of your own skin if you hear the loudest, any kind of noise. This will make you crazy. Constantly suffering from migraine headaches, thyroid problems, skin problems, things you've never even had done happen to you before it's happening to you. All kinds of stuff is happening to your body and you can't even control it. Because you're still dealing with this individual. And listen, you don't have to be living with a narcissist for these things to still be happening to you. If you're still just dealing with the narcissist in any way, shape, or form, you are still going to suffer PTSD. You're still going to suffer these things. Look at how much you've changed after dealing with the narcissist. Look how much they've altered your looks. From being around someone who's sucking you dry, somebody who's draining you. Y'all, just take a look. How many times have you gone to the mirror and don't even recognize who you are? And you're still making excuses for the narcissist? About how you can't cut them off or you can't leave them alone? Y'all, listen. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Listen, I'm going to say that one more time. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to keep something like this away from me. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. There's no excuses to be dealing with narcissists, y'all. None. You were vibrant when you met this individual. After that situationship, you were drained, lifeless, hopeless. Is this what you want? Narcissists are like a bell jar. They are empty inside, in pursuit of colorful personality, who will look good into them to fear their empty core. They only care about themselves. See, the problem is once they have you, they have your vibrancy, right? Right in their grip. They isolate you, they suffocate you, and suppress your natural desires and wishes. They are causing a slow and disconcerting death of your life force until you have nothing left. And you no longer look good to, you no longer look good to them at all. You don't look good to anyone after dealing with this parasite. And then guess what happens? They discard you, throwing the scraps of your former self away. Now what? You got to pick up the pieces. This is what you're left to do, pick up the pieces. Y'all, some people aren't even strong enough to pick up the pieces. They're just not. It's crazy, y'all. People tell me, y'all, I read all these emails like, Yolanda, talk about PTSD. Talk about PTSD. Talk about CPTSD. Y'all. If you've been through narcissistic abuse, I can almost guarantee you're suffering through PTSD. I can almost guarantee it. It's unbelievable. It's the most uncomfortable feeling in the world. They project all that junk onto you. I know people who have jittery, shaking problems, can't keep still. People who didn't smoke before, now that's all that they do. People who were social people, who love to talk, they're no longer social. They can't even hold a conversation anymore. They don't even like being out talking to people. They can't stay in crowds. They don't like loud noise. They question every move a person makes now, even when there's nothing to question. Y'all, this is damaging. This is what this does. And everything, if somebody has, y'all, when somebody gets PTSD really, really, really bad, y'all, these are people that it's really, really hard to be around. And this is what's crazy, right? They're good, empathetic, loving people who are suffering PTSD from what they've gone through. And people still just can't be around them because how they behave from what they've gone through. There's still no understanding on what these people are feeling because what they've gone through, and they don't even know how to explain it. Y'all listen. PTSD is a real thing. I want y'all to know that. And the longer you deal with the narcissist, the worse it's going to get. And when they're gone, PTSD lingers for a very, very long time. A person can't just tell me they've been through narcissistic abuse, seriously gone through it, and have suffered no PTSD. I don't even want to hear that. If you've been with a real narcissist, a real narcissistic individual, I guarantee you PTSD is at the top of your list. You are hypervigilant about everything once getting out of that junk. I'm talking about everything. It's like your whole nervous system is completely out of whack. And you can't align it. There's nothing you can do. Oh, it's crazy. But this is the truth. And lots of people will not understand it. They just don't understand it. But it's a real thing. And it breaks you down, y'all. It really breaks you down. This is why it's so very important that once you know you're dealing with a narcissist, you do everything humanly possible to free yourself from these individuals. It gets worse with time. And even after you get away from a narcissist, this still lingers around. But with time, you'll see a change. You will see a change. I know that I did. But it's real, y'all. And there's so many things that I didn't even name that comes with PTSD. This video can go on forever. There's so many things that I did not even name that comes with PTSD. Things you never even listen. These are things you never even had going on before at all. And you never thought it could happen to you. Your whole body changes. It's like it reprograms itself. No, you can't make it up. Oh, it's crazy. If you're somebody who's dealing with PTSD, you are not alone. Trust you me. There's nothing wrong with getting therapy. There's nothing wrong with getting a counselor. There's nothing wrong with seeing a doctor if you need to. I suggest doing the inner work, doing the healing as much as you can, to get back, some sense of normalcy. But some people, y'all, listen, they can't listen. It's hard. It's hard to do. But it can happen. It's doable, y'all. It can happen. But do what you need to do for you. Everybody's different with PTSD. But do what you need to do for you to take care of yourself. Because nobody's going to get you back to you but you. But better, right? You guys, that's it for this video. If you're suffering from PTSD, do what you have to do. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be scared to get help. Don't feel ashamed. Y'all listen. Narcissistic abuse does that. You can't hide out with PTSD and not take care of yourself. Because with time, it's going to get worse. I guarantee you. What goes on the inside, it'll start coming on the outside. It'll start affecting your physical because you're not taking care of your internal. This is what needs to happen. You guys, that's it for this video, okay? Take the time out to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your bell so you will know when I'm coming through with another video. Until next time.